I can take the.
I think what I need is to just.
I can take the utensils.
That's exactly.
Okay, I figured out Audacity. It's recording us now. Is everyone good to start?
I think we're still figuring out how to.
Wait, I already have wooden utensils. You need the wooden utensils. You need it. You need them to eat, so I can't take them.
I heard.
Come back.
Well, in the meantime, you guys can keep doing that. Welcome to our podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Audacity, which crashes whenever you try to record with the wrong sample rate. My goodness.
Hey, Kristen. How much?
Decent amount.
Can you take the soap and
The what?
the soap?
Sure. Wait, how much space is that?
It's
I think it's
5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Let me look.
Yeah, if you need me to carry anything.
Marilyn, you and Kristen have +1 condition today because 2 sessions ago you ate a pancake. It was so delicious that it gives you a bonus to your condition just for today.
Oh, that's great. Was it the pancake that Ollie made, right?
It was. That's right. That's right.
Okay, chef battle.
Yeah. Additionally, you both get a +1 spirit die size just for today for helping the burning civilians in the cathedral.
Are you saying that I'd have to manually add that dice to somewhere on my info thing, or no?
On your
Okay.
it's the sub-tab character sheet stats, I think.
Okay.
Instead of changing the D because that's a selection, just change the text box that says current to the next die size.
Okay.
And what that does is it doesn't automatically change back to being D6 or whatever.
Wait, Kristen, did you take the 5 items?
Yeah, I took the soap and the torches.
Cool, thank you.
Let me know when you're good.
I am
Wait,
one.
how do I?
I'm overburdened by 1.
You keep on going in and out.
Sorry, I have a bad mic. I'm overburdened by 1. If anyone wants an apple.
You can give it to Regita. Here, I have the ability to change Regita's.
I guess.
I have free space.
Do you want to take a sunset apple? It restores 2 health.
Oh, that was mine.
Oh, I'm returning.
You're re-gifting it back to Stephen.
I'm re-gifting
Ryan.
it.
You're like, Apple's like, hey, I don't have space for this. Can you just take this? And then Woe's like, but that was mine.
That's so sad. And Ryan tries to pass it off as, no, like it's a new one, it's refurbished.
It's never been used.
Refurbished.
Are you gonna take it? Okay, thank you.
Wait, what bonuses do I have again?
I mean, I could literally just put in.
+1 condition just for today. +1 spirit die size just for today.
How do I add that?
Under the sub-tab called stats on your character sheet, change the box that has no letter D inside of it, because the text box with the letter D is a selection tool, and that's when you permanently alter a stat. Temporary changes like this one, you use the typing in text box.
The one that says current?
Yeah, that should be what it says.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay. So it's spirit. So I add 1, so it would be 10 instead of 8.
correct.
Cool. Thank you.
So just as whenever we're doing these online sessions, try to stay in character as much as you can. I'm not going to force you to, but like there's that. Also, you have a million text avenues for side conversations, whether it's a DM or one of the channels. I think Kristen, created her own channel that's literally called Random Side Conversations. So that's all available for you. But that's that. So if anyone has no comments or questions, then we're going to start the session. The context is you guys just left the jungle, having been on your mission trip with Phoebe, the Neko Goblin. You're on the edge of the jungle. If you go to the Roll20 view and scroll down to the map, you're at the northern part of the jungle, and you're heading towards the capital of the Kingdom of Guang. You're doing that because the boss from Big City, the huge guy, who is not Slade, he was all like, I may die, but Slade lives on in Tsu, right before dying. So there's that. Also, Albert inexplicably wants to head in that general direction. As I mentioned, Poisson and her cheetah are hunting, but that's the situation. So, do you guys want to roll condition? Do you guys know how to roll condition?
I think I did it, but I don't know how to add a bonus to that. Do I just literally like huh?
So is this a roll?
You can do it. I recommend you do it on Roll20 because then we can see that you're not lying about your result.
Dang, I can't roll in person.
Well, okay. Honestly, we're all upstanding Christian folk. Like, I'll believe you if you
That's
say you
cool.
rolled
I'll
a
use
certain.
Roll20.
Go to the check sub-tab. Everyone who can't find it, can't find where to roll condition, doesn't want to roll in person, go to the checks sub-tab, and underneath the third setting, there should be common checks. Kristen, if you want to, a bonus for today to condition means that the text box next to condition, which currently says 0, I think, type in a 1, the number 1, and that will automatically, when you click on the word condition, add 1 to the roll.
Sorry, where is it?
Oh, I'm not seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, Kristen was able to do it.
It's on the side.
You have to
so
open your character
when
sheet,
you're-
which is
Yeah.
on the journal tab of the main menu on the right. It's the tab that looks like newspaper. So you go to that tab, open up the subfolder. This is a lot, I know. Subfolder called PCs, player characters. Click on yourself, and that will open your character sheet. You may have to click on the word character sheet because there are sub-tabs, but under the sub-tab character sheet, there's checks, and then under that, there should be condition. If you click on the word condition.
Bumble!
Yikes, yeah. So everybody who rolled above a 10, you get to, if you'll remember, you get a bonus just for today where you temporarily increase the die size. If you fumble like Ryan, Stephen, like, only the oh my goodness, only the first roll of that counts, Stephen. So you're at 5. If you're like Ryan and you roll a fumble, then let me describe to you what happens.
And so do I fill in that number?
Fill it in on well, do you wait, hold on.
It says 0. So would I write in the number
No, that text box next to the word on the sub-tab checks is only for typing in bonuses, manual bonuses. If you want to fill in your condition value, go to the previous sub-tab, which is called stats. And on the right side of your character sheet, there should be a box labeled condition. Oh yeah, and it automatically gives you a selection if your condition happens to be above 10. It gives you the selection to alter the stat that you want.
Also, at the bottom of the what is it called? This chat box, you can say it says like as and then like a little drop down box, and if you can change that to your character name instead of your real name, it would probably help.
All right, Apple Guy, describe to us why your condition right out of the jungle is so poor. Apple Guy?
I think as we're leaving the forest, my foot catches a branch and I just kind of. Wait, I don't really remember.
Okay, your foot catches on a branch as you're leaving the forest. Not only that, but you have now the party has stepped foot into the continent for the first time, and you hate it so much. It's just like so Apple Guy averse. It may even like be biologically and spiritually impacting you so much. This entire continent. Since you fumbled, choose one of the status effects, like the negative status effects. Your choices are. It's also on the stats sub tab. Just keep your guys' character sheets open. If you need to minimize it, don't click the X to close it. Just minimize it by double tapping the top of the window, the little window that like double click on your name at the top of the window. Anyways, the 6 status effects are on the stats sub tab. They're titled Injury, Poison, Sickness, Exhaustion, and Muddled and Shock.
Wait, why do I have 6?
You already have 6 shocks, so don't choose that one.
Wait, what do I have that from?
It's because you heard the news that your hometown was captured and is under military occupation, but you were not unaffected by it. And whereas Ollie was affected by it, I gave her a bonus and I gave you a negative. Okay, so have you chosen your status effect?
Do I just add?
No, which one did you choose?
I'm thinking injury.
Write the number 4.
Okay.
Whenever you guys have a status effect of a certain number, it means that you will suffer the effects of that status effect when your condition is lower than that number. The status effect goes away if you go to like an infirmary or if you get healed by a skill or something. Also, if you roll your condition and it's higher than the status effect number. So some of you may have just cured yourself of your status effects. I know that Ollie has injury 4 or something, and Garth has muddled.
Mhm.
So do I take that out or?
If you just make it 0 if you rolled your condition higher than that.
Cool.
Okay, so I think Apple Guy just hates this continent. But yeah, the southernmost part of the Kingdom of Guang is like a wasteland. Let me move you guys to the relevant sheet.
Whoa.
If you healed yourself, Ollie, then you should get rid of the little like thing on your character that says 4.
So she's able to heal herself because, as you just said, she had a good condition roll.
Correct.
Okay. Can I heal myself too since I have that same thing?
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
cool.
How do I take it off of me?
You click on your token, and then there should be a little circle icon directly below your character.
Is it like a circle with like a line in it, with a dot?
Yeah.
Or is it just a red?
Oh, that one.
Oop.
Just click on the same icon that's as the one that's showing, and then it should take it away.
Oh, okay.
The surroundings, as you can see, it's kind of a wasteland. I don't know the best way to describe wasteland. That's just how Ryutama describes it. And farmland. There are a few farmers, but there's a lot of scrap metal. If you'll remember, Guang is a very technologically advanced civilization, so they have metal products and a lot of scrap metal lying around. So now everybody roll travel. It'll to see if you get through this part of the journey without injuring yourself.
Not possible.
So, Garth barely made it. All of you, yeah, that's everyone, right? All of you guys travel through this region relatively safely. Would you like to speak about your home country for a little bit, Calvin? Albert.
Calvert.
So to say, yeah, that's my real name. But anyways, yeah, Guam is a very diverse country with different geography and people of different cultures. Some farmland, but it's mostly technologically focused. So lots of very capitalist. Yeah. So Kingdom Kingdom Guan is there's some really dark undersides of the kingdom. So there's some because it was taken over by a rogue regime. Let's see. So there's some very underground, police. So the political environment is very kind of hostile, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, but it's very capitalist. A lot of people from all regions go there to make money. See. I guess if you imagine China, then that's what Guan is like.
By the way, does anybody want to be the journal keeper in Regita's stead?
I can take over since I'm not doing.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just sentence long, little tidbits of the journey.
Yeah, should I just write this on a separate document or?
You can write it on a Word document if you prefer.
All right.
You can write about anything you want. You can even write about nothing that has to do with this session, because it will be Woe who is writing. Um, by the way, Stephen, I'm going to give you control of Izai because there's not a lot that I'm going to be planning in his storyline. So one of the capitalists that Albert just described just now walks up to you. I don't have an icon. I don't have a token for him, but this taskmaster wants to exploit you. So uh, that's not entirely obvious because you're all tourists. But this person absolutely just wants to use you for his own gain. And he's like, hey, you travelers look very accomplished. Your HP and MP levels are so high. Do you want to help me?
Sure, let's do it.
Who?
What was the last?
Who
I
is
think that was-
this person?
He looks like he is a little well-to-do, especially given that surrounding you is rice farmers and like small industry folk.
Ah, I see.
He's a taskmaster. So what he says is, I have some jobs if you guys want, a couple. So you guys look like you're level 6 or so. That's just an approximation. So I'm willing to give you maybe like 2,000 gold apiece if you can help me with my tasks.
I say, well, what do you want?
You could either help me clean up some of the metal that's lying around and do with it as you see fit, or you can help some of a local farming family with some of their farming duties as my favorite family of farmers.
Did you say farmers?
I vouch for the farmer.
These sound like pretty cool farmers. I don't know about you, but personally, farmers to me seem pretty cool.
You guys can split up again, so you don't. Yeah.
But they're his favorite family. That's got to mean something, right?
This is Robbie talking. That might just mean that he extorts them the most. Like they're the most.
They need our help. Clearly.
That's my favorite.
Are you guys all going to
Wait.
farmers? No one is interested in cleaning up metal pollution.
I can help out the metal pollution.
Okay, but the 4 of you are going to the farmers.
I'm going to the farmers.
So, what the taskmaster? I'm going to talk to Albert first. He's taskmaster is all. You see all of this scrap, all this metal. It's eventually going to pollute the ocean, and become part of a pollution island. Not only will there be one island in the middle of our ocean, but now there will be millions from all the metal trash. So I need you to clear out these, what appear to be 3 tons of it lying around.
3 tons? How am I supposed to do that?
You tell me, Sonny. You're from around here, aren't you? You look like yeah.
Do you have some kind of machinery I can use?
Do you have experience using any of this machinery?
I think I would need a license for like a lift, like forklift or a crane or like an excavator.
Do you have a license? Why would you ask about machinery if you don't have a license?
I don't. I mean, I would have to hire guys to help me.
So what you're telling me is, I, the taskmaster, have given you a task, and what you are going to do is delegate it to yet another person.
So you're the owner. I'm a contractor. I can hire whoever I want.
Yeah.
I have this job.
You're going to do it? You're going to hire people? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead.
Why not? And he said, you're going to pay me 200 gold.
Sure, let's say that's what I said. Sure.
And have it down in writing.
Literally writes it on a piece of toilet.
How can I trust you?
Hold on, I'm figuring out the best way to give Albert this piece of paper. This taskmaster takes some tree bark and carves his assurance, his labor contract into it. He signs it with his fingernail, and then he gives this bark to you.
No, you gotta write your name in blood.
What? Where is this coming from, Albert?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So edgy.
he pricks his thumb with one of the metal burrs that's lying around that should be cleaned up by you. He picks it up and he pricks his finger and he writes on the bark.
All right. If I don't get my payment, I will go after you.
Sure, man. Okay, are you going to describe how you do? Do you want me to move on to the farming side quest?
Oh, how I'm gonna do it? Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the nearest city and look for an excavator and hire a bunch of guys to clean up the scrap.
Wow. While
Do you have any money?
But money. Unless you've been pocketing money from all of us this whole time.
I'll make money. I'll choose my own.
No, oh yeah. Albert and Poisson have a lot because they took the boss's gold-plated armor and sold it. He has over 10K.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
10K.
Pawn
Wait,
Star.
when did that happen?
Pawn Star. Didn't you watch?
It was at the end of that
I don't
long session where Poisson and Albert were facing the boss.
It was
The guy
when
you thought was
Albert
Slade.
turned into the what is it called? The werewolf.
Werewolf, yes, that is. So, okay, I'm going to move on to the four of you who are helping the farming family. So, you see this family. It's a family of 20.
Oh my gosh.
Single mother plus
20
her
what?
20 people.
Oh,
Single mother plus her dozen children and her 7 nieces and nephews. They are farming, and what they are turnip farmers. They've been tinged with the brown green hue of turnips, which is so so endearing. Does anyone want to start talking to them?
I go up to what is like. It's just a mom and a bunch of kids, right?
Yes.
Okay, I go up to the mom, or who I'm presuming is the mom, and I say, "I heard you needed some help."
Are you one of the people that Taskmaster has sent?
I mean, if that's what he's called, then yes.
He sends so many people my way to help me with his farming. Apparently, he says that I'm his favorite family, but
what does that mean, though?
this is how I got this many children. He just sent children my way to be my workers that I eventually had to adopt. They aren't any. None of them are my none of them are my biological children. I just want to leave and start another life as a dancer. But here I am with these turnips. Um, current tasks involving these turnips is moving the turnips, touching the turnips, smelling the turnips, tasting the turnips, seeing if the turnips, are happy today or not. Flipping the turnips, planting them, turning them up, turn up the turnips. So, it's hard work, but it's honest. Except for the fact that we're not honestly supposed to be doing it.
I say, oh.
Can I just like leave at this point?
Before Apple Guy gets the chance to leave, a mob of the children, the turnip farming children, surround him because they feel like they can relate to him. They see that they also have little sprouts on growing out of their heads, and they also look kind of like peeved / no nonsense. So they surround the Apple Guy before he can escape.
Do they do that thing where like in like a rave where you like one guy like surfs the crowd, so you have like 18 children, and
Oh yes,
they
okay,
all lift the
sure.
Apple Guy.
Yes,
Do
they all
lift up Apple
grab
Guy
him.
now?
Yeah, they all grab him and bring him back to where you guys are.
Should we just be standing here?
That's what I'm.
At this point, I'm a little concerned.
They
I mean,
found their
you
savior.
feel like
They all look like.
They all are.
Oh no! Ew.
Are they just identical? Like exactly.
They're
There's actually some
literally.
sick
Apple Guy's been cloned 20 times. 19.
Are you going to help them with their farm?
Like what exactly do they need help with?
For today, they need help transporting some farming related tools, transporting some turnips, stuff along those lines. Just making sure the turnips are in order. I've been checking on them. There are rumors that some of the turnips misbehave, like they try and escape. They try to, you know what I mean? They try to stir up trouble with the other turnips. Sometimes they slaughter like wildlife in their area.
Oh my God.
Not good.
Do we have to go into combat with these turnips if they're able to slaughter animals?
That's just a myth. That's just what they say. That's an old wives' tale.
Is a turnuptuous group of turnips.
Are you guys doing anything?
I'm kind of staring at her. I'm just looking at her.
Just then, you hear the cry of a wild animal.
What was that? It sounds like a wild animal crying.
And you hear the mother start screaming out, "It's the turnacabra!" Like the chupacabra with turnips, the famed turnip that slaughters wild animals. You guys rush over to see the commotion. Sure enough, there's a mob of turnips. They don't look, they don't have faces, they don't have arms and legs or anything. They're just turnips that roll around, but roll around they do. And some of them are resting on this raccoon that they have just trampled.
This doesn't look too good.
Wait, the turnips kill the wild animals?
Now some of the turnips start rolling towards the mob of kids, of which Apple Guy is among them. They're just rolling towards them. They're like tumbleweeds, but small, turnip size, and somehow even more unsettling.
We eat the turnip.
All right.
roll Pac-Man on these turnips.
Roll to eat this turnip. Whoa.
What?
Just type it into either Discord or into Roll20. Roll let me think. Strength plus spirit.
You need some spirit to eat all these turnips.
Okay, I have no idea how to.
Yeah, how do you combine rolls for that?
That wasn't it. Let me.
Oh, it's /R, and then you do that, I think.
There we go. So /R, Stephen, and then the typical dice.
Alright, let me find the right page.
The turnips are menacingly rolling towards Apple Guy. They are 10 feet away from him. Go ahead.
Apple Guy kind of screams a little hysterically, and then can I cast a spell?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Can I cast? I want to cast the. Snowball Storm, which does AoE damage.
Apple Guy, you gotta throw yourself like at the turnips in the middle of the fray.
I think at this point I'm just trying to get away from that.
Woe is unable to eat a turnip. You see, she has never eaten a turnip before, so she feels some reason she thinks that she has to rub it on her cheek in order to eat it, which is not the case. So you are unable to stave off the turnip by trying to eat it.
Oh no.
Dang. Max on one die, minimum on the other one. Okay, what spell are you rolling?
This is true, Max-Min.
What is it? Snowball Storm, I think, in Winter Magic.
Is that a winter spell?
Yes, it should be.
Okay, roll damage, which I think is 1 spirit die.
Sorry, how do I do that again?
/R space and then the die format.
Also, do turnips get tough?
No, they get
They don't have
turnip.
hearts. They get turned.
They toil
My
tirelessly.
evil.
Meanwhile, Albert is looking around at the local mercenaries for his Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Why are my dice 10? Is that right?
You're talking about what is 10?
The size of my dice are 10, but it's supposed to be D12.
That's because you're suffering from a status effect.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to describe your efforts, Albert, in the meantime? Actually, pause. Okay. Wow, 9 damage. So, would you like to describe the snowballs that you cast on these turnips?
Yeah, I guess just like a hail of snow comes out as Apple Guy just screams in fear.
The snow manages to kill most of the turnips, but some of them, just sheer numbers. It's like a zombie type situation, like you can kill a lot, but there's an infinite more. The turnips start. Oh, go ahead.
How close am I to Apple Guy?
That close?
Can I suddenly realize after he screams that he's afraid of turnips?
Yeah.
And then run towards him so I can pick him up or something.
Go for it. Roll to Roll strength plus dex to try and roll. To try and run.
Can I start gathering dead turnips?
Yeah, go ahead, Garth. Roll d20 to see how much you can gather. Ollie. Yes, you. Hold on. Actually, let me just double check. Wow, that's 15 turnips that you can pocket.
We can make like kimchi.
Did I kill 15 turnips?
No, you killed a lot of turnips, Ryan. The apple guy. So Ollie sprints like she's never sprinted before. This is, like an Olympic level sprint towards apple guy. And what do you?
I like I go real fast, and then he's still screaming, and then you hear I just I have my axe like across my back, and so I just like scoop him up with one arm and like hoist him really high up, and then I run towards Garth so I can hopefully like deliver him to Garth because Garth is way taller than me. I like realize halfway through that like even if I hoist him up away from these turnips, I'm like also not that tall. So I search wildly around for the tallest person, and everyone is very short. And so I look at Garth, who's like 6 feet tall, and I go,
Can we like trade?
Yeah.
Like I throw you the turnips,
Yeah.
and you throw me apple guy.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh shoot, and then I look at Garth, and Garth and I like, well, disagree if you like say something if you disagree, but me and Garth like lock eyes, and I just kind of chuck him. I'm very close to Garth though. I like toss him to Garth while I'm running. Something like this before. Yeah, I yeet apple guy.
Roll both of you roll strength dex as you throw your respective payloads.
Wait, how many turnips are there at this point?
How many alive? There are a lot, and it's still uncountable amounts. You killed like a third of them.
Can I make a wall of briar?
Are we successful, or does apple guy bring?
I feel like an eight's not fair.
So Ollie's strength roll, the D12 was 2. She tries to hurl apple guy, but some turnips start crawling up her. Oh my goodness! They start attacking her knees, and she gets tripped up, and apple guy gets plummets into the earth. Ollie is able to though to catch a number of the turnips, the dead ones, 6 of them to be exact. The rest fall to the ground. Garth has no apple guy to catch, so she doesn't catch anything. What did you say, Stephen?
I have the spell that puts briars from the ground.
All right, roll magic. The turnips, they have locked Ollie's knees, and they're encircling apple guy, but they're not overtaking him. They seem, I know they're just plants, so they have no faces, but they don't seem intent on smothering apple guy the way that they trampled that raccoon. Oh yeah, cast your what spell? What's the name of it?
It's called briar. So no turnips entering this area. No.
What is that? An incantation?
Summer magic.
Briar no, yeah. Um, yeah, okay, you're able to tangle all of the turnips in your thorny briars. By the way, keep track of your MP, you guys who are casting spells.
Yeah, I just subtracted it by 4 in the.
Yeah. You tangle all of the turnips in your briars, which includes Ollie because she's encompassed by them. But there's one lone turnip that rolls closer and closer to Apple. And it rolls closer, and it's coming closer, and it's closer, and it stops next to Apple Guy's backpack, or actually next to his shorts. And it starts like doing this thing where it like rolls and taps towards Apple Guy is like in the ground.
Sorry, keep going.
It taps his shorts, one of his pockets, and then rolls backwards, and then taps it again, and then rolls backwards again, and all.
Wait, my short? I guess I keep screaming and launching snowballs.
So it's just chaos everywhere. I mean, nothing is happening. Like the scene is still, but like they're turnip children on the ground, like cowering. The party is just in disarray. But the farming mother stands up and looks at what has befallen Apple Guy and thinks to herself, "I've never seen a turnip like show interest in something without trying to trample over it or trying to smother it." Could it be that this boy is the chosen turnip, the wielder of the one true turnip, who has to cast the the one turnip into the fiery pits of Mount
Wait, does she say that out loud?
Okay, yeah, she says it aloud. She's just flabbergasted that this thing she's never seen before, but has heard only in legends and has read in J.R.R. Tolkien novels, is now appearing right in front of her. So, Apple's pocket is where he was keeping his family turnip, the mundane, normal-looking one.
I asked the lady what she's talking about.
She walks up to Apple Guy with the turnip, the anthropomorphic turnip still rolling, picks him up out of the ground, and snatches his family turnip from him. While the turnip is not interested in Apple anymore, it is tapping against her shoes.
I think I'm still just kind of like trying to get away from the turnips.
She says, "Dear child, this is the one turnip. To rule them all, that means you're the one who has to carry it all the way into Mount and save the Tsu farming community of these turnips that have overtaken us."
Where do we have to go to do that?
Mount is the volcano in the center of the 3 Tsurric kingdoms.
What will happen to all these turnips if we destroy this one?
They'll go back to being more pleasant daikons.
Okay.
She thrusts the family turnip back into your hands because it has a property of driving whoever holds it insane. up. But
Hey,
she said,
why has he not been in?
it's just like the One Ring. You know, like slowly, very slowly, whoever wields it just goes crazy, just like Frodo.
This explains so.
Wait, so do I get to like rule the turnips? Like, can I make them do things, or like how does this work?
Is this like
To a certain
Pikmin?
extent. To a certain extent, yes. Yes.
I guess Apple guy just kind of stands in disbelief.
Well, let's return to this scene later. Go back to Albert. Albert has lost himself looking for
Hello, sorry, I changed my push to talk button. Yes, I went to the nearest big town. It's called Yunlong, and yeah, I go to the job board and made a post say, oh, looking for like couple strong guys to help me remove some scrap metal, and I will be, you know, paying them a competitive wage of 20 guangs dollar per hour for the work.
immediately someone answers your personal ad. He describes himself as a master builder at the local Legoland, and he says, "Oh, scrap metal. That stuff is prime material for building things with. Uh, it's a sustainable it's a sustainable industry taking wasted metal and making it into Legos. So I would love to be under your employment."
You're hired.
Yes. Okay. As Albert and this guy, let's call him Legolas, walk back to the Taskmaster's area, you can see that the party of four who just like who went who engaged with the turnips is looking very phased. You know, really shook that they just witnessed all of these turnips, and um, Albert looks at them and he asks them what's been going on.
Yo, what happened, guys? What's what's been going on?
Am I still stuck in the briars?
No. Some time has passed. Enough time for Albert to come back with his employee. So you're just shaking it off yourself. But you're all very phased.
I turn to Albert and I'm like, all the turnips came alive, and they started attacking Apple Guy, and we just found out that Apple Guy is the chosen one, and now he has to go throw the turnip into the fire. I'm like really bad at explaining it, and so like all you hear is just like I'm like kind of like still flustered.
That sounds fun.
It wasn't that great, but now we have a lot of turnips. I'm like scooping up, like while I'm talking to Albert, we're scooping up all the dead turnips.
We have pickles.
Yeah, we can pickle them. Hopefully, can I do that as a chef?
Pickle your turnips? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pickle.
Yep. Wait, how many turnips do we have? Like, should I roll a d20?
You
5D.
Garth picked up 15 and you caught 6 of them.
Oh, but in the aftermath, can I pick up like
How
more?
many did Owo catch?
Yeah, roll a d20 if you want to pick up some more. Wowee, yep. 16 more turnips. Oh.
Do I have to like roll anything to cook them, or like, can I ask the mom if I can use her kitchen to start pickling these in like jars or something?
Sure. Don't you have a cooking skill?
I think so.
This is a special skill, so I put it on your bio and info tab, not the character sheet itself. Trail cooking. It's nearing the end of the day, actually, so the taskmaster is all like, Alfred, was it? You have brought me a new employee for me to extort. I mean, to hire and give employee benefits. Thank you for your service. I will give you the 100 gold as promised. I'm sure this
No, it was 2,000
what
gold.
appears to be a mega Lego master builder. I'm going to make sure he's well accommodated. You're lucky I'm giving you anything for considering that you haven't cleaned up a single yoctogram of metal during an entire day's work.
No, we will get to it. Don't worry about that. But you must fulfill our contract, our end of the contract.
I signed 200 gold. If you want me
No.
to say, ask your little friend.
It was-
You asked if I said 200, and I said, yeah, I definitely said 200, and I wrote 200 on this bark. You should have confirmed to say that it said what you wanted it to say before you accepted the job offer and before you asked me to prick my thumb. 200.
Okay. I will be back tomorrow.
This is Robbie speaking. You guys are traveling. You get
Yeah, we can't stay here.
Okay.
Literally, I'll be back.
You can be back after your adventure to the next city is done.
Huh. Would I have to resort to blackmail?
Maybe. Do you even have any dirt on this guy?
I think you mean straight up torture, but
He has the dirt on the.
Interrogation. That's the noble default.
intimidation.
You did say we didn't do any work today, right? Or barely?
Well, I don't know about on your end, but
The 4 turnip subplot people, they have stayed the fury of the turnip army. So
we helped the favorite family.
Oh my gosh! You can't. Wait, did you just try and do the skill twice, Kristen?
No, see, I was trying to see if I could, cause like I was gonna run this by you, cause I did it twice, right? So the first time I didn't do so well, so I was wondering if I could like accidentally just ruin half of them and then try again.
That's what you've done. You've ruined. How many do you have right now? 20. You've ruined 11 turnips. They're all shriveled. They've become Brussels sprouts. You got a crit on the other half of them, as you can tell. Describe how you prepare these daikon.
Are they turnips or daikon? Anyway, no, okay, so they're turnips, and I cut them, and then I start pickling them. They're turnips, and then I start pickling them and like cutting them up, and then like putting like sauces on them and stuff like that. And they're so pleased because they used to be sentient, but now they're not sentient. But they're so pleased with the broth that I put them in that they turn into daikon. And I make a really good radish kimchi.
Wowie. Are you gonna keep it? are you going to eat it that day?
I think to pickle it, I'd probably have to leave it for a while. So I'll probably just bottle them up. I don't know how many, because 11 turnips, I don't know how many bottles of kimchi that makes.
Okay, the taskmaster walks up to the four of you and is very pleased. He didn't.
Wait, question. Does he take the rest of
Yeah.
the turnips that are on the ground?
Yeah, it's his problem.
Were we allowed to take the ones we took, or no? Do we just unwittingly steal it?
What? Go. Don't say anything. Don't say
Got
anything.
it. Well, we have here.
Ollie, remember that you.
No turnips here.
Ollie, remember that you rolled a crit on preparing those 11 turnips, so they are going to be the greatest turnips that have ever been cooked.
Can I?
Whatever dish you make.
Yeah, can I?
It's going to be kimchi that is able to make you breathe fire.
What do I put them in my inventory as? I don't even know if I have enough room for 11 turnips.
Pickle jars? I don't know. Turnips?
Are they like delicious food?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Taskmasters, please. He gives all of you 3,000 gold.
Like total or each? Ooh.
It's time to set off. Like I said, it's getting really, really dark in the evening. The mother farmer is crying because like she's just so elated that the prophecy is now being fulfilled, the turnip prophecy. Anyways, whichever one of you is the mapper, can you roll?
Is that a check?
To solid. Albert is from this part of town, this part of the world. So he very expertly follows the coastline. And you get to the edge of a forest, an enormous forest. This forest is ancient, the oldest one in the entire world. What is it called, Albert? The Eternal Forest. Ooh. And now it's practically nighttime, so there are a lot of, let's see, it starts raining, so you don't want to set up camp outside of the shade of the trees. So you venture like a couple yards into the forest. It's so big. The trees are billions of miles high, and pretty thick too.
Okay.
Does anyone want to roll camping?
What does that mean again?
Dex int.
Don't we usually have Albert do that?
I can do. What I roll? Is that like a check
Dex
or?
you can roll it the same way you did direction. Yeah.
Oh, the camp one is the camp check.
Camping. Solid. You want to describe? Nice. You want to describe the camp?
Let's see. So did you say we were under a tree or what? What was it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just set it up in an area that's relatively not super overgrown with like plants and stuff. So relatively a nice campground. Yeah, just a nice fire and yeah, yep. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, it's a nice place. Um, and with a pretty gorgeous view of the coast. Look out to sea and you can see the moonlight shining down on the lake. So it's a beautiful night.
So everybody consume one food, one water, one food or ration, and you should eat from your own inventory before you have a apple guy divvy out the food, unless of course he really wants you to eat the food that he's carrying.
I don't think I have any food, so I'm gonna eat your food.
It says I only have 2 rations.
Oh,
right
I
now.
can. I just got. Well, luckily for us, I just got 11 pickled radishes, 11 bunch of daikons. So
Yeah, I have the.
I can give out my rations because I just got literally like 11. I don't know. Does it just count as a delicious food, or does it give anything else because I did a critical success?
What kind of bonus would you want for a critical food?
I can eat the.
No, I think the gross ones are just lost to us now. They're gone. I don't know. I think like +1 in like a stat, like just one, not like a dice. But because I think it only gives +1 to condition, but I don't know if that's like helpful. That might be.
We might not have any.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So a delicious food gives +1 to condition for the next day. And I was wondering if I could get like +1 in like a stat, not like a +1 dice, but like +1 to a stat.
Just a modifier +1. Which stat?
Yeah. Not maybe not each. I don't know about each stat. It's just however many.
Which one?
Strength.
Okay, that's the case for all of the turnips.
Yeah.
+1 to your strength rolls.
Okay. Cool.
What that means is any roll that involves a strength die will be +1. There are a lot of rolls that do that, so you'll have to just keep in mind.
Okay. Well, wait, who needs food?
Me.
So everybody? Wait, does Apple need food? No, Apple.
I think I have 2 rations, so I'm just gonna eat one of those.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. I'll just subtract 4. Everyone gets +1 to strength next day.
Wait, no, Garth didn't want to eat the good kimchi. She was fine with eating the Brussels sprouts.
Oh wait, so that
The kids need to eat the healthy
so
food.
that includes.
I'm just a old.
Wait, because I didn't take those because I don't have enough room for those.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to eat that luxury first world food, Garth.
What a privilege.
All right, everyone's HP doubles up to their maximum and fully restore your MP since it's the end of the day. All right, and then you guys go to sleep. Of course, it's been a crazy day of turnips. Apple Guy has a new assignment that he may or may not follow through with to cast the one turnip.
I think Apple Guy's pretty happy for the chance for a good reason to throw away.
Oh, Jonathan DC is with us, and he says he wants to be a voice actor. So I may throw him in as a voice actor some of these NPCs. But anyways, night falls. And that's the end of the first day during the scenario. Suddenly, Ollie is a little restless and she wakes up. It's pitch black outside, which isn't saying much because it's the deep forest, so it's pretty dark anyways, but she can tell that, she hasn't woken up at sunrise yet. Ollie, do you want to do anything? Do you want to walk outside a little bit?
Yeah, we have a torch, right? Or I have, I think, a couple torches. So
Yeah.
I just whip out a torch, and then I cautiously kind of did I wake up because of something, or did I wake up just naturally?
You tell me.
Well, maybe I think I just woke up because of a dream or something. I don't remember the dream, but I just woke up in the middle of the night, and since I couldn't fall asleep right afterwards, I decided to just get a torch and kind of stand watch for a little bit outside the tent.
Okay, things look normal outside the tent. Suddenly, what sounds like a very large presence, a very large and quick presence, swoops around you. The torch isn't strong enough for you to see what exactly it is, but this presence rushes towards Ollie too fast, and at her side / to her back, too fast for her to evade it or for her to turn and see what it is. And Ollie gets smacked.
Do I knock out?
She gets smacked, it's the kind of smacking where you fly, pretty far away.
Yeah.
Just in your imagination, imagine getting smacked and flying through the forest above the trees so you don't hit any of them. And as you're flying through the air without knowing what the heck just happened, you can hear the large presence screaming, giving a deathly roar. It's a deathly roar, as if it's violently trying to oppose you and your party, camping party. If I had a voice actor here, I would have him give his impression of a roar, but it doesn't look like Jonathan has turned on his option to do so yet. But anyways, that's the situation. The rest of the party, they're about to wake up and they're about to try and deal with this large presence that has accosted their campsite. We're going to get to that later because Ollie has just been separated from her party. Oh my, no, it's not. Ah! Oh, sorry. I'm just reacting to things that are happening in the... There we go. Jonathan, can you speak? Never mind. So the rest of the party, you guys are... we're going to pause on what's going on with you and your campsite and this large beast, apparently. And we're going to follow Ollie. She lands among some some other trees deeper into the forest. This large, ancient, towering forest.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Is there anything that you want to do at first?
So how bright is my torch again?
It shows like, I'll say 5 meters or something.
I actually have like 3 torches. Can I whip out like a second torch?
Sure.
Nice. And now I have 2 torches. Can I see further?
There you go.
Amazing. So I'm just in the forest, right?
You're in the deep forest.
Yeah. Do you like? Am I pretty far away from the campsite?
Pretty far away, yeah.
Yeah. Is the campfire still going at the campsite?
If it was, you wouldn't be able to see it because the entire sky is covered by tree.
No, yeah. I was trying to see if I could smell it.
Okay, roll. Let's see, perception.
Okay.
You're able to faintly smell smoke, but it's coming from a broad direction. It's not like you can pinpoint where it's coming from.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to like see if I can, judging by where I am, just try to move in like one direction, like really slowly. See if I can hear anything or like smell anything as I go.
Okay, can you roll perception again?
Not great.
Yeah, you can hear general animal sounds and rustling leaves, but there's this sense that everything around you is so old that the sounds are old and slow as well. You have any more ideas?
Um, hmm. Do I hear anything, or is it just kind of like
Yeah, the
muffled
rustling
and-
leaves, oldness, some animal sounds. Can you roll condition, by the way?
Yeah.
One plus. This is a new day, so the condition bonus you got from the pancake goes away, but the condition bonus you got from the kimchi is there. Anyways, 1 plus. That's 10. Write 10 on your character sheet, and I think that lets you choose a stat to boost. Oh, also, since you ate your turnip, and it has a special critical bonus of increasing all strength rolls, then keep that in mind.
Cool.
Try it out. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. I'm going to mute you for now until I need your voice acting expert.
I'm moving slow.
So it's hard to make stuff out around you. It's a very ancient, powerful forest. There's no sunlight, even though it's during the day. But it's not the day, I'm just going to tell you. There are mossy rocks around you. One of the rocks looks like the rock that Albert owned, so it's got a little sigil on it. Small, hand-sized. So it reminds you of him. There are thickets, there are fallen logs and trees. They've got leaves, mushrooms. Oh, that's how you know this forest is out to get you. They're mushrooms, dense trees, animal tracks, stuff like that.
Is it the same situation?
Not the same exact one, but it's reminiscent of it.
Can I pick it up?
Okay. You want to keep it? This random mossy rock?
Does it look ominous?
I don't know how to answer that.
I feel like Ollie wouldn't really think it was ominous. I think Ollie would just be like, "Oh shoot, looks like a rock. Like looks like the one that Albert had," and just like take it.
Okay, yeah, you can add it to your inventory.
Yeah, Ollie lives like right next to the woods, or used to. So I think she's just slowly trying to figure out if she's in the right place or not, or like she's going back to the camp or not. Can she like tell how, like if she's getting further from the camp?
Sure, yeah. But it's kind of the case of knowing that the camp is either in front of you or behind you, not like, to the front left instead of the front left.
Yeah. But can she tell if she's going away from it?
Yeah.
Oh, she is. She tries to like turn around and like retrace any like steps or anything.
Roll travel.
Travel. Not terrible.
This is deep forest and it's nighttime. Still nighttime because it just woke up. That means the topology value is...
Dang it. the what is it called? The torches don't help.
Describe to us if there were any misadventures when you are walking along with smelling the smoke.
I walk further down and I'm trying to see if I can smell the smoke, and then I realize that I'm holding two torches and it might not necessarily mean that the smoke I am smelling is coming from the campfire. It just might be from me. But I keep on going forward anyway because when I used to explore the forest back at home, I used to just kind of commit to one direction and eventually get out the other side. But I have a little doubt because this forest seems a lot bigger than the one back at home.
There's some, like I said, there are some thickets as well, and some thorny ones and vines. You failed your travel check, which means that your HP halves from all of the very old, very painful thorns.
I keep on going forward.
Did you have your HP?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I did it.
Okay, as you continue, roll direction.
Oof.
Oh man,
not that smart.
You come back to this little like pile of dirt on the ground, which looks like someone just fell into it after flying for a couple miles. You can see the little patch of grass that was lying there when you picked up the stone. So
I say,
this forest is just so big and so deceptive that even if you smell and can tell you're going in the right direction. Also, the world is shaped like a cylinder. It's not flat like the Earth is. So that somehow causes you to walk in circles.
I look at the like the patch of dirt that I landed in, and I kind of like sit back down so my butt fits like in the in the area, like it fits like perfectly, just like right there. And I go like, oh, I see. And then I just sit there.
As you stare at some of the seeds and acorns that are around, they remind you of the plants that you used to farm at home. Also of Apple Guy who looks kind of like them. He and his turnip. It's getting misty since this forest is next to the ocean, and you're reminded of how Poisson lives and breathes water. She literally has gills. And you're just really desperate, really lost. And suddenly, the sorry, I'm multitasking right now. The pendant that your mother gave you, the really fancy and lucky one, starts trembling around your neck.
I look at it, and then I look back up, and then I look at it again, and I'm like, oh, I've never done that before. I put it in my hand to see if it does anything else.
Sorry, give me a sec.
Hello?
Hi, who is this?
What happened?
There are two subplots going on right now. We are following the one that involves just Kristen. So it's getting good though. Just just hold on for 1 second. So the pendant is trembling in Ollie's hand, right? It starts glowing, kind of like ghostly green, if you could imagine what kind of color that is. And it's trembling and it's trembling, and something bursts out of the pendant. Something like kind of gas-like. It's not gas, but it's not solid. It doesn't look. You can see through it. It's translucent, basically. And the thing that bursts out of the pendant is this here dragon. This dragon is not like the dragons that you've seen that were real. It's kind of ethereal, and the fact that it's a cloud dragon doesn't help. You guys can see this cloud dragon.
I drop my pendant. It's like still on my neck, but I like drop it from my hand.
Okay. This dragon's mouth doesn't move, but you start.
Well, this is happening. 'Tis time, I suppose. All aboard. It's me, your role model, Oxien Freed, the one who taught you all the cool and brilliant things you knowed. Wait, hold on a second. What incarnation? I'm a cloud dragon? You gotta be kidding me, Ward. Out of all the spirit animals you chose a cloud dragon.
Wait. You guys can hear this.
Darn. I suppose you were always soft at heart. You best take me seriously in this get-up.
I don't hear anything.
Darn cloud dragon, Lord. Well, whatever. I've been watching you for a while now. Ever since I visited Arkansas. still does not roll off the tongue.
Can you hear it, Kristen?
Ever since
I
you
can
was
hear
a
it.
young pea pod, I've been watching over you. And I see right now you in a bit of a frazzle-biting entanglement. But this forest isn't impossible to overcome. Just like that time with the cow and the pineapple. You thought it was all over, but you made it through. You made it home alive. You got past that trial. I suppose, though, at this point you need a little push. I gave this here schmancy pendant to your mother who gave it to you. And it's supposed to pull you towards what you love the most in the world. So why don't you give it a go?
I still
Does
don't hear anything.
it fade away?
This it sounded kind of like echoey in mine. Did it sound echoey to you, Kristen?
Not really.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna assume she's the only one who heard it, which is fine because she is the only one who is experiencing it. The rest of you really couldn't hear it. What happened was this bot. Okay, this bot spoke. Okay, a couple of things. Can you just describe what you've heard, Kristen, out of character?
Basically, it's like my guardian. It's like a guardian angel, and then it took the shape of a cloud dragon, and then so like it was.
Actually, I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it
Yeah.
again for the benefit of the players who didn't catch it.
It's an experience.
They just figured out how to unmute the thingy.
Well, this is happening. 'Tis time, I suppose. All aboard. It's me, your role model, Oxien Freed, the one who taught you all the cool and brilliant things you knowed. Wait. Hold on a second. What incarnation? I'm a cloud dragon? You gotta be kidding me, Ward. Out of all the spirit animals you chose a cloud dragon. Gosh darn. I suppose you were always soft at heart. You best take me seriously in this get-up. A darn cloud dragon, Lord. Well, whatever. I've been watching you for a while now, ever since I visited Arkansas. Still does not roll off the tongue. But ever since you was a young pea pod, I've been watching over you. And I see right now you in a bit of a frazzle-biting entanglement. But this forest isn't impossible to overcome. Just like that time with the cow and the pineapple. You thought it was all over, but you made it through. You made it home alive. You got past that trial. I suppose, though, at this point you need a little push. I gave this here schmancy pendant to your mother who gave it to you. And it's supposed to pull you towards what you love the most in the world. So why don't you give it a go?
Carly is not talking to a dragon. She is hearing the ethereal voice of someone's familiar, and this someone is, that person that Ollie was talking about during that day when you guys met.
Oh, it's the dude.
It's not a dude. It's Carly.
It's Carly.
The person Carly is the voice acting. The name, if you caught it, is Oxien Freed. It's a name I extremely appreciate because it's a pun, Ollie Oxen Free.
Yeah.
So, Ollie, did you catch what the cloud dragon said at the end? Your pendant, from which this dragon just got birthed, has a special property of being attracted to the thing you care about most.
And so, will it lead me to back to the? Oh, well, it'll lead me back to the thing I care about most. So.
The thing you love the most, yeah.
Yeah. Does it do the thing where it's like Howl's pendant in Howl's Moving Castle, where it starts jittering, and it just kind of
exactly
goes forward? Yeah, and then so I start running, or it floats in one direction.
Well, hold up. The pendant, it jitters, but then it attaches itself to your chest, magnetically. It's not actual magnetism, but it's the same idea.
Uh-huh. Wait, so does it not go anywhere?
After jittering and doing that, no.
I look back down on it. I pick it back up again to see if it does anything.
It does the same thing.
It just jitters and like stops.
It kind of okay. When you try and do it a third time, it starts getting attracted to the rock that you picked up, the mossy one.
I'm like, and then so I really think. I like close my eyes. I hold the pendant and I close my eyes and I really think about the campfire. Like,
as soon as you try
the
doing that, the pendant attaches itself to your skin again.
What does it do if I start thinking about like the individual people in the campsite?
It attaches itself to various sides of your skin.
What if I think about the cloud dragon again?
The cloud dragon senses that you are thinking of it, and it is very flattered.
I say nice.
Okay, are you stumped? Is it a kerfuffle?
I'm in a kerfuffle. Ollie's probably, yeah, in a kerfuffle.
Okay, the cloud dragon starts producing noises again. Oh, sorry, give me a hot second. Okay, yeah, the cloud starts speaking again.
Well, it looks like you love yourself a little too much. I'm just pulling your leg like a cow's udder. It seems like you're holding on too tightly to your loved ones. You think they won't survive without you. Love is important, but you can't be selfish with it. You can't always protect everyone, and you gotta believe in their strength. Some things are out of your hand, and you gotta let them go.
Do I have to do like the Avatar thing where I have to let Katara go?
That's such a good episode, kind of.
I like plan myself. I'm still like in that patch where I landed, right?
Yeah.
I like sit back down in the patch and I like close my eyes and I like think about I try to like I try to meditate, but I don't know what meditation is, so I just kind of try to zone out.
With the intent of?
I'm just trying to figure out like I think like this whole time Ollie was kind of just like, oh, I need to get back, like something like weird like smacked me and I really need to get back and get back in time and like I don't know how I'm gonna get back there, but I kind of just like relax and try to think about it's moving. Try to think about what they're doing and how the situation is and like kind of just like relax myself so I can focus on getting back without like the intention of getting flustered.
All right, I'll buy that. The pendant once again shakes for a split second before pulling on your neck so tightly that cuts into your skin, and it itself pulls you along with it.
I like I just like slowly, or I don't slowly, because like while I'm meditating or like trying to meditate, I get a little tired, and so when it yanks me over, I'm just like ah, and I just like I almost fall, but I just keep on like kind of pedal forward.
Surrounding theme, you like trying to relax and rest, and then something, forcing you, smacking you, or whatever.
And then I go in the direction it pulls me.
Okay, one last time. The cloud dragon chases after you.
Well, a time's a milking. Let's go save your friends.
Time's a milking. Okay.
I love
Calvin,
this.
are you here? Ryan, are you here?
Yeah, what's up?
How about Stephen?
Yeah.
Well, Calvin isn't here, but what's gonna happen is we're going to go back to the party. Sorry, let me get it. Oh my gosh, I just read that. Stephen Albert never woke up from this deafening roar, so he's still asleep. I'll buy that. That sounds like a good explanation. You guys are fully awake except for Albert, and you are being carried by this beast that roared and woke you up. It didn't slaughter you outright. It's a beast. This is what it looks like. This monster is known as the Ghost Beast. The Ghost Beast is known as one of the most old presences in the entire world of Hataraku CRT. Almost as old as, the 4 deity dragons. By the way, you can turn down the volume of this spot titled The Minstrel, or you can keep it muted just like it was at the beginning. But at any rate, are you not horrified at the situation that you find yourselves in?
Are we secured to this beast, or are we just somehow?
Its fur is wrapped around you.
Oh my god! What's going on? I'm gonna start thrashing about.
Most horrified possible way that I can be.
The ghost beast brings you to its abode, which is a large crater lake. If you ever know what a lake that forms in a crater is, and there's seismic activity underneath this lake, so it acts as a hot spring. Crater, there's a lake in it. It's really hot, and this ghost beast, which is enormous, uses it as a cooking pot. So it throws all of you into the cooking pot. Is there anything you would like to do?
I guess this is how it ends. We're totally unarmed, right?
Still trying to run towards this?
Yeah, give us a second. You guys are just succumbing to your inevitable fate as cooking ingredients.
I'm not really sure what we can do.
you guys feel in this moment?
So nice.
What?
It's like taking a hot spring bath.
Do we see any other ingredients? Sorry.
When I wake up.
You wake up once you come back to your keyboard, Calvin.
Man, I was.
I freaking thrown it.
Are we able to see any other ingredients, like in this Crater Lake pot?
Mushrooms. This thing is so dastardly, it eats mushrooms.
Like big mushrooms? Or like tiny mushrooms?
Yeah, big enough for this giant. Well, you guys are not going to succumb to this as your fate. The master will not allow it. So
I'm too confused.
Alright. This is it. Do you want to say the words? Marilyn?
Everybody, please roll.
That Roll20 has that will automatically track the turn. So Marilyn, you don't have to.
I rerolled. You have to select your token first before you can roll. But okay,
What's the tracker?
On the left of Roll20.
Has initiative 14.
Dang, one more than me.
Kristen, do you want us? Oh, actually, no. I have to.
That works. Okay. Hey,
What is it?
Character.
Ryan?
What's that sprite right there?
The thing behind Woe is I. I gave Ollie. I gave a Woe control over him. So if you want to utilize him for anything, I mean he has no stats, but if you want to utilize him first.
The weapon.
That's it.
WMG.
Okay, the Ghost Beast is going to roll accuracy. One of you. His accuracy is 2d20.
Oh god!
Right. Alright, you can hit any of you. Damage is also...
Get one hit KO.
Alright, it attacks Albert for that's 19. Let me say,
Oh my God.
this thing is so...
Oh my god!
Is it just scale?
It's invading your
Kind
space.
of.
So do I have like 1 health or something?
That is correct.
Okay, guys. We gotta pick objects that we can use in combat. I wrote down mushrooms already.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. My bad. You can do like what Marilyn did and write things on the game board yourself. Go to the left, third icon with a paintbrush, and the option that says text.
The letter I. The I icon. And the I icon.
Can I write stuff in the object?
Yeah, go ahead. If you're ready, Marilyn, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna use this weapon that did we grab, is there tufts of fur from the Sophie, the Crater Lake thing, that's like shedding while it
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Garth is gonna like gather up a bunch of the fur into like a wet like hairball pretty much. Really at its eyes.
That's kind of your normal attack.
I think that would be it's improvised weapon.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up. Roll really quick.
I have some of the rule book. Oh, this page probably is on roll 20, but I have some of the pages of the rule book on roll 20 in your turn.
Is there a check for me to roll for accuracy on roll 20? Or do I manually put in the die?
Roll for accuracy on what?
On roll.
There should be one. What you do is you click on the name of your weapon, if I'm not mistaken, or it's under the inventory tab. It's either going to be the name of your weapon or the icon next to it, or underneath it. I'm not sure.
I see. Okay, I think I have to make a new weapon for it. Well, yeah, but this one's unarmed. I'm just gonna do this by like manually using the dice.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Was one of those die your strength?
Yes.
Okay, out of 1 to this accuracy value, the kimchi that you ate yesterday,
Oh yes. Okay, so
At any rate-
8 then.
at any rate, 8 is not higher than the beast initiative of 14. So, it's first.
Airball.
up is Albert.
Can I shoot 2 arrows at the same time and attempt to hit both the sides?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll do that. What would I roll? Is it just my
On your character
weapon?
sheet, it shows up. Yeah.
In that.
There's a tab on your from there. But if you want to roll that go ahead.
That's the top one or
The last sub tab which says inventory, yeah. Oh, 14, just enough to hit it. Okay, roll damage.
Nicely done, Albert. Did well, son.
actually thank you.
Wow, since it's hold on, actually let me check. Since you shot both his eyes, I will deal 1.5 times that.
So 15.
Yeah.
Nice. Can you give like a blinded position to the ghost monster?
Do you want me to? Yeah. I'll give it a penalty to his accuracy. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I imagine that would happen.
Next person is a Woe.
I'll use Scarlet Ashen Summer on Apple. Let him roll.
Do I do that now?
That's all that Woe can do, right? Okay, Apple. Oh, your new initiative is 11. I'll let you do your turn right now.
It just applies at the next round. So you think
Cool. Can I use the... I'm gonna use Shooting Star. Video time.
Okay, roll magic.
Wait, do I still have, like, debuffs right now?
Yeah. What's your condition currently?
It's just leftover from yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah, you couldn't update it because of, you were jolted awake by the monster and carrying you this whole time. So, yes, you still have your
Alright, cool. Nice.
That's your damage for Shooting Star?
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Alright, you were able to singe its ear. Alright, next turn again.
one of these mushrooms at the beach again. This is the last time I ever checked the projectile before I stop.
What weapon do you use?
It was a mushroom.
Love mushrooms.
Here, I'll cross a line through it.
He snatches it in the air and he starts munching and he's all like
this time I'll try to go for dang it.
just barely. Okay, you aim for his 2 legs. On one of your arrows, jumps off the arrow. Parkour is on your arrow. The next person is Apple Guy.
I want to cast. Cast Harvest Moon, which makes it like nighttime. Oh wait, is it?
Still nighttime.
Yeah, this is still nighttime.
Well, now it's darker.
No,
this isn't just your normal everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness.
No, there are 2 moons. I guess I'll try casting the night.
The night sky, like there's a tiny patch through the trees, and your spell lands among the stars. But that's it. Okay, last person is a Woe.
Okay, I'll use Hooky to stab bamboo.
when you're fighting, magic has to exceed the enemy's condition, which it does.
Alright, so the first thing I rolled was
damage. 7 damage. This is the bamboo. This is the spell you use to kill people.
Oh, I was thinking of mercy.
I rolled the lowest I could on 10 and the highest I could on.
Alright, yeah, this ghost is getting frustrated. He's going to use his special attack. The attack that was passed down from his father's father from generation to generation. Actually, this is the oldest non-dragon in the world, so it has no father. Forget what I said. He's going to attack. Lucky you guys can't hit anything. Line. Woo! Alright, go ahead, Garth.
Does it take me an extra action to like run up to this beast, or can I just go up?
No. You guys are. There's no one in the front area. That means you guys are all in the front area. So you can attack all of them. You all can attack them.
And I am sad, and I just kind of lose my balance. Just fall in the water.
Sad. Don't forget, I always appreciate creativity. So if you want to find out, if anyone wants to find a way to incorporate all of the items, plus the ghost piece itself, into an attack against it, then I will reward you. Anyways, Albert is next.
I noticed that since I'm at attack class now, I can use concentration. How would I use concentration?
You can use concentration no matter what type. What you do is you go to the sub tab on your check, then go to apply concentration to next roll. You can choose either to use your MP, use a fumble point, or use both. If you use both, then the concentration benefit gets doubled. Use a fumble point means your current fumble point count goes down. Use MP means you have the current MP.
Okay, where is apply concentration?
On the check sub-tab.
Yes. Is it a common check, or?
It's at the top of that tab.
Can I use my fumble point?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what?
Have you checked that box? Do you want to check the other box about MP or no? You can do both at once.
I can? Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. So apparently that gives me +1. 1 sec. Okay, sorry. Let me look at my type again. That gives me... So that gives me like a +2 to accuracy, I guess?
It'll do that automatically. So just if you roll your accuracy check, then it'll do that automatically. Did you just gain health, by the way?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, actually I noticed, since I'm a hunter now, not my hunter, attack class, I actually get +4 HP, so I forgot to change that yet. I don't know if that's allowed. That's not allowed.
Alright, continue.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy moly.
Wow!
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
the
God.
first... Dude, Albert is such a bam. That's the first critical during a... Oh my
MVP!
gosh. Roll... Okay. During battle, when you roll a critical with your accuracy, it's always able to hit, and you roll 2 of your usual 1 damage dice.
Sorry, 2?
2 of the same stat that weapon usually goes for.
So do I click the weapon? Do I click the damage twice, or there's like a add critical die? Is that what it is?
Click that.
Okay. Okay, since I'm an attack type, I also get like a +1. Right, add that to like the bonus, I guess.
That's automatically.
Oh really? Okay, cool. I'll just click it now. I'm not really sure if that did anything.
It did, yeah. If you mouse over it, it says 4 + 4. Those were the 2 dice for getting a critical accuracy, and then +1 for some kind of bonus. So that's how much damage you do to the ghost.
Oh, nice.
This ghost beast is astounded. It looks closer at Albert and realizes that it is that Albert is an important. I'm not going to spoil it for the party right now or for the viewers, but you can realize that Albert isn't like people from the rest of the world. He is not. Okay, go ahead, Apple.
Nice.
Yeah, hang on, let me see. Awesome.
So many.
I use attack of the killer object using the rock. So as long as my magic isn't a fumble, it hits.
Oh, that's cool. Yep. Wait, don't you... Okay, that's to cast the spell that you can benefit from next turn, right?
I think it happens.
You can use You can use magic and attack at the same turn.
No, that's the spell's called Attack of the Killer Object, and it uses one of the objects on the field to hit.
Oh, you roll damage?
Not yet, hang on. Oh, nice.
Which object?
The rocks from the lake.
Okay, describe what you do with them. Or what happens when your magic possesses the rocks.
Yes. The lake starts shaking and a bunch of rocks come out and they just fly at the...
Alright, this ghost beast gets stoned. It has 6 damage applied to it. Alright, a woe?
You know, I probably should have... But... Draganica Ope.
Oh yeah, that's the way to view the stats of the monster.
Yeah, that probably would have been very useful.
Hold on,
Okay, I'll open.
Which page is that?
It's
just so I can read the effect.
think it's a intermediate magic for.
Dragonica open. The target monster's page automatically opens and displays its data. Okay, if at any moment for the rest of this compat you guys want to view the information about the monster, then
I want to view.
you guys can see that, right? Actually, no, just don't close it. Double click it to minimize it, and then you can open it whenever you want. I just showed it to you guys. I did a special GM thing where I popped it up on your screen. Can you not see it?
No.
Only one person's screen?
My Dragonica is not.
Oh!
I don't see any
There's no
information.
info, it's just the sprite.
This Dragonica is useless. Oh, it's
Okay, this ghost beast has just been caught, exposed. You have caught this ghost beast naked. So he's really.
Oh, I see it.
This thing. This thing
Oh my
lands on the other.
hand. It's
Oh man, I can't flip this GIF very easily, but it cannonballs in the lake, like on top of all of you. So it does 10 damage to all of you at once.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm dead. I probably should have.
Well, you gotta put the X over your face then.
There's
Everyone is dead now.
Everyone?
I'm still kicking.
I think Albert and Apple Guy are legitimately dead. Not just fainted, but dead because their current HP is less than their condition. Apple Guy's condition should be 3, and Albert's should be 5.
Oh
So
wait, did we
they're DED.
did we roll condition again when we?
No, because you were abruptly woke up. You didn't have a good night's sleep.
Okay.
All right, Garth.
Okay.
Knowing my accuracy isn't that well for actually hitting things, can I fashion the vine into, like, some sort of rope to, like, lasso it?
Yep.
What would I roll to see?
Roll your like because you're an artisan.
Yeah.
Roll something.
Oh, crafting?
Like.
Or would it be? No, it wouldn't be trapping. Yeah, trapping. It would be crafting. Is it a cool thing? Can I attempt to lasso in this beastie or nah?
Just barely. Yeah.
Whew. What else do I roll then? Or what?
Roll dexterity strength.
Okay. That's pretty much a strength and dex, by the way, so.
Since you're using strength, +1 since it's kimchi, so that is 9. Okay, you can create the lasso. It hooks around the thing's ear, but you're not strong enough to try and subdue it. The thing is still around its ear, but it's not like subdued.
I need to pile those bodies on here to help me pull it with extra weight.
Tie it to the corpses. All right, Woe.
Throw Izai at it.
Throw like one of the bodies
Throw the
out
child.
at it.
Throw the body.
Hold on. I think if I look up really hard. Yeah, I can cast Kaguya's Ley Lance again, and if I roll really well, I'll kill it.
Go for it.
I think
That misses. Yeah, it's lower than the thing's condition. Oh baby. All right, the rest of you guys get munched. This thing tail whips you into oblivion.
Incapacitated.
Your attempt at beating the Elite Four has failed. I don't think Garth dies, but whoa.
straight up.
Oh yeah, I think Woe is a goner.
Wait, hold on.
At this moment, oh, go ahead, Woe.
His eye gets loses control of his magic. And I don't know.
All right, I'll buy that. Let me roll some stuff real quick.
Could I use my werewolf powers and gain a little bit of health back?
This thing, no, it's not. It's unable to. This guy is just too ancient. He's got the drop. He's got the drop on this little fool. Is I. What did you say, Calvin?
Use my werewolf powers and gain a little bit
Well,
HP back.
a dead human.
Revive.
Same as a dead werewolf. You're a werewolf, not a zombie. Oh no, the ghost beast. He's taunting you. It's at this moment that Ollie enters the scene. Are you there, Kristen?
I mean, I guess.
Can you see your icon now?
Yeah.
What is your take on the situation? Everybody is in a cooking pot. This beast is smacking its lips.
Do I know they're like all dead? They don't look too dead, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty negative.
I think about the cloud dragon and I'm like, you lied to me.
The cloud dragon is like, I didn't promise you anything. I just said I would help you find your friends.
What do I?
This thing is eyeing you hungrily.
Let me see how much. Well. How close is it to dying?
So hungry. Pretty close.
Can I like axe it?
Axe it what? Axe it where it's from.
A question. Can I ask you a question, and then when it turns to me, can I axe it in the face?
We'll roll negotiation.
Negotiation?
Okay, the ghost beast turns to you and is waiting for you to axe your question.
So can I axe it?
Roll accuracy on your weapon. Ooh wee. Yeah, that hits.
And then what do I do? Do I just... Oh, damage, okay. Oh wait, can I concentrate? Dang it, I forgot to concentrate. Do I just add 2? Or can I add 1 from the radishes, right?
Yeah, 2. Make your fumble points go down by 1, and I will deal.
Okay.
This thing, the ghost beast, sees that Ollie is, not interested in negotiation. It turns towards, Apple Guy, and starts nibbling on his hair.
Have I axed it yet?
Yeah, I made it deal damage, yeah.
Let me see how much it has left. Oh. Can I ask it another question?
You don't notice how it's ignoring you now?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can axe it something again.
Cool, let me see. I like just lost the page where I can...
Wow, that was a good roll. Okay, go ahead.
And I add 1 from the thing.
That's just enough to make the ghost beast stop walking.
Stop.
And he collapses onto the floor, or he like the floor of the lake. Somehow he's still conscious, which makes no sense, and he's still nibbling on Apple Guy's shirt.
Can I gather my dead friend?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how to gather them, but I gather them into like where Garth is, probably like the furthest point from where.
The thing is still nibbling on Apple.
I grabbed Apple though, I think.
Grabs it out of its mouth.
Yeah.
Gotta like stick your like axe into the mouth as like a little toothpick so it can't close its mouth, and then you grab Apple
Yeah.
Guy.
And then I wedge my axe into his mouth, and I grab Apple Guy, and then I grab. So it's still like alive?
Yeah, definitely still alive. Still kind of functioning.
Okay, I'm gonna like. I ask it an actual, like, does it know how to talk?
Well, who knows?
I ask it an actual question, and I say, "What do you want?" Does it reply?
Before it replies, it starts inching towards some mushrooms.
Can I ask it a question in its face?
But here's your original question, and it goes something like this.
I look at the cloud dragon. Oh, is the cloud dragon still there?
Yeah.
I look at the cloud dragon. I'm like, can you understand that?
So, the familiar dragon, it says, it kind of looks like this beast doesn't care about just killing things left and right. It's an old monster, and old monsters require old solutions. So maybe it's just hungry. Maybe that's why it was cooking you and your friends. Oh, I didn't do that with the correct accent. You and your friends. Maybe the ghost beast is just hungry.
I look at the ghost beast, and then I look at the my other ghost familiar, and I look back at the ghost beast, and I raise my axe.
Oh, are you going to cook it?
I'll make sure it's not hungry anymore.
Dang.
So the chef's.
You're gonna execute it.
I mean, technically, if it's sitting still, doesn't mean I just.
All right, yeah. You get to you execute this ghost beast. It's now a double ghost. The oldest creature in the whole world has now been nixed. This is way too much food for you to bring anywhere though. So you gotta do stuff with it right now.
Beef jerky. Wait, we can't even bring that.
Do we get the bones?
Wait, am I still conscious or am I just like really like?
Is there any way I can like revive these people?
Ollie, I do not think so. Garth, I don't think you are conscious until. I'm not too certain. I think you remain unconscious until you get to rest in the evening.
I see. Dang, I really wanted to use my trapping skill to get those bones.
Get the bones.
Yeah, only if you're a hunter or an artisan can you get material.
I'm an artisan.
Oh, well then go ahead. Go right.
Are we still dead?
Oh no.
Roll the skill.
Yeah.
Ooh, was one.
Let me see. No.
You need to meet or exceed this thing's level, and this thing is level 12.
You're so close.
Can I not try again? Oh, dang it! I couldn't concentrate. Dang it!
No, this thing's bones have disintegrated. It's slowly decays.
Oh my god!
You could still salvage the meat, but
how does that even work?
it's a ghost beast. It was long gone. It's like millennia overdue, dying.
If it's a ghost, why does it?
It's a skeleton.
Ghost bones. Like
If it's a skeleton, why does it?
It's
ghost meat.
Isn't there a type of skeleton that has meat still?
Neopets logic, man. You know, ghost. Or like Danny Phantom. I don't know.
The meat is disintegrating. Meat's disappearing. It's fading. There's some animals that are eating the meat.
Can I pitch a tent?
That's all you want to do? Okay, yeah, sure. You can roll camping. Ooh, not good enough for the middle of the night in the deep forest. That kind of camp. That kind of camp is only so-so. This might be the first time Ollie has tried to make a camp. Would you like to describe it?
I literally just pitch a tent and roll all of them inside the tent and sit outside of it.
Okay, you sit outside and like just wait as night crawls in.
Yeah.
Dang. Wait, you're pitching. So this is. Wait, is this the same night that you first met the ghost beast? Probably.
Probably. Oh my
It's still the middle of the night. But Ollie, being the only alive, the only conscious person, sees the familiar pink flash. um, but this time it's in front of her instead of somewhere in her peripheral vision. Um, and Ollie sees somebody approach.
Can I see clearly?
Yeah, someone in basic personal space, adhering distance away from you, if that makes sense. um, so this person who looks not like a human says, "Well, that was pretty exciting. I went through maybe like 5 bags of popcorn watching that. You want some popcorn?"
I'm like sitting out. I'm like leaning outside the tent, and I have my axe in one hand. It's like staked onto the ground, and I'm like really tired. I didn't get enough sleep, and I look at her, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, here's some popcorn. I really enjoy eating this stuff when I watch you guys.
I'm like a little too delirious to like really understand the implications of this, and so I'm like,
He'll understand soon enough. It's a little early for me to come meet you. But soon. Just enjoy the popcorn and don't worry, I've got you. I'm keeping careful watch of all of you. And she flutters away. Apparently, Ollie is too out of it to know if she's been speaking to anyone real, but that's what happened.
Ollie, after she sees the strange pink figure, she falls asleep.
Okay. As you wake up, Ollie, you only get 2 HP and 2 MP since your camp wasn't the best. And Garth, you become conscious again with only 1 HP.
Sweet. At least I'm alive.
Oh my gosh.
But in Ollie's hands as she wakes up is like a bag of popcorn, and it's all buttery and stuff, but it's colored pink somehow.
Can I have some of that?
I share it with Garth.
Oh, nothing like popcorn for breakfast.
Both of us are like in denial.
Okay, as Garth eats his popcorn for a little while, or he just eats one kernel, one single solitary popcorn, his health like shoots way up, as you can see.
Power. I can feel it flowing through my veins. What you have there, girl, isn't some any normal popcorn. Where did you get this?
I don't even remember getting this. Wait, am I eating does my health go up? I say,
As you continue eating it, yeah.
I open the tent. Wait, is Zhan still alive?
Poor kid probably
he's
has
like,
PTSD.
yeah, he's just overcome with grief that his new sister has passed.
Are they just lying in a bundle, like inside the tent?
Yeah.
Can I like shove a kernel in each of their mouths to see what happens?
Yeah, go for it.
I do it.
Okay, yeah, you may as well just be like pouring the popcorn onto their corpses. And for the second time today, you see the pink flash. And wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
Ah.
Pew pew pew! And your friends who are dead have magically come back to life. 1 HP only, not 60 or anything, but 1 HP each.
Ollie starts crying.
At this moment, you hear way off in the distance, like beyond the borders of the forest, a humongous thud. It almost sounds and feels like an earthquake, but more of as if some large presence has hit the surface of the earth, kind of like the impact of a meteor. But that's neither here nor there. The three of the dead people are now alive.
I feed them all popcorn as I come to.
Well, during the pink flash, suddenly the popcorn is gone.
I feed them all kimchi as I come to.
Well, if you check, wait, hold on, let me think of something. Okay, I lied about the last time the pink flash happening. The pink flash comes back once again. It's a really dark gray, kind of brownish, really disgusting looking, wimpy pink color, but it's still a flash and it's still pink. And overhead, actually, I have a way of hold on. Sorry, disregard what Isai is saying. He's possessed. If you can even see that Isai has said something, but you're yeah, the friends are alive. That's what that message I just sent means. And right after the second lamer pink, you can notice above the tree line, it's finally day. There's a fast, like supersonic presence sailing above. As you follow the trail of smoke that comes behind it, you see a very large collection of smoke. That is certainly what the dragons flying overhead was flying towards. And so much smoke / smog could only have come from, a civilization, like an highly polluting civilization.
Ollie's still crying.
Albert, are you there?
Yep.
Would you like to comment on the smog that's in the distance?
Let's check it out.
Garth is coughing violently.
I mean, does the smog look familiar? Does the smog look like it has an Instagram page?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Smog from like the Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit.
No, it's just oh goodness, it's just smoky kind of industrial.
Oh, the like smog, not like the dragon.
Yes.
Is that Dawn?
You tell me, Albert.
It's Dawn. It's pretty polluted.
Time of day is dawn, and alas, it is dawn.
And then it finally dawned upon me. Is
It doesn't look too far.
what a real.
Albert, the rest of the party is, for the most part, pretty phased. They don't know how to proceed. If you're convinced that it's dawn, and it is dawn, then go ahead and you know lead the way.
Is there any like physical obstacles that we had to go
Some of the forest,
get over,
some of the
or
forest, but it looks a little thinner than it did.
I mean, I guess we can go over to Dawn. Beforehand, we should try to not be super, I guess, like obvious. We should try to be a little covert, try to sneak into the city, because you know it's the capital. You never know if we're gonna be taken hostage by the secret police. You know.
The secret, please.
The Gestapo. Or worse, the thought police. Or those dudes from Lake Laogai.
You all agree with
Let's,
Albert?
Yeah, let's definitely try to kind of sneak into the city, because the city has um so you know the city actually has city walls, and they only grant entry to people that they allow in. So they have like a, what's it called, like a entry security. We should
The
try
border
to,
patrol.
yeah, border patrol. That's right. Let's try to find somebody who can smuggle us into the city. Like, I don't know, for example, someone who's selling cabbages or something.
All right. You walk along the forest and reach the edge of it, where it's not as old, ancient, dense, and you talk to one of the people traveling along the road, which skirted the edge of the forest.
Hello. Yeah, we'll pay you to smuggle us into Dawn. Can you help us?
Sorry, friend, that's not something that I'm willing and comfortable to do. I am willing and comfortable to sell you my here cabbages.
We will pay you handsomely. I'm talking like a couple grand.
I don't want money. I can deal in other related farm goods that you may have. But my cabbages are here, and I respect them too much to compare them to dirty money.
You know what? If you get into the city with your help, we'll help you sell your cabbages.
Didn't you hear me? I don't want to sell my cabbages. I want to trade them and experience the agriculture of other people.
All right, we have those turnips, don't we? Apple guy or Ollie?
Okay, we have how many do I have? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I have turnips. I have to find my inventory. I have 7 delicious rations.
My good friend, would you want those delicious looking rations?
Wow, those turnips. Didn't you guys hear that there was a turnip apocalypse happening? You guys are brave folk traveling around with those things. They could spring up on you and slit your throat in a night.
They're already dead. We have, and plus we have the chosen turnip with us.
But sure,
They won't dare harm us.
I'm not willing to take more than maybe 2 of those there turnips. I'll give you one of my cabbages, my butter lettuce cabbages.
Butter lettuce cabbage.
All right, my good friend. Can you in any way help us get into the city? Do you know anybody? Can maybe help us falsify our identities? At least a forger.
So he takes the 2 turnips and he gives you his buttery cabbage. He gives Albert the cabbage. And upon closer inspection of the turnips, he realizes how expertly made these pickled daikon were. And you know, as someone who loves vegetables and agriculture, he appreciates the finer intricacies of cooking vegetables. So he says, "Wow, I didn't know that I was here dialoguing with a couple of turnip savants. Which one of you procured this here and or cooked this here turnip?"
I did, sir.
Wow, my friend, my little lady friend, you gotta get yourself into the heart of Dawn, because that's where the best pickling chefs work in their pickle themed restaurant. They pickle everything there. They can pickle animals. They can pickle clothing, and then the normal things, you know, like vegetables and fruits and grains and other pickles and pickle jars. They can pickle everything. They have a pickle competition, annual one, that I'm sure you would fit well in. And if you have an official cooking license, then you are automatically allowed entry by visa into the heart of the city.
I remember that. Did I still steal that cooking license from that other guy?
Yeah, because he was too ashamed to keep it.
Yeah. It's in my pocket, but it's kind of wrinkled, so I just take it out.
Well, I myself will personally escort you to the city and connect you with some of my other cabbage folk salesmen. I'm not a good enough vegetable man nor cook to be in with the higher ups there, but I do know which dim sum restaurants are best, so if you need advice on that, then I've got y'all covered. But just follow me this way.
So do we all just go in, or is it just me?
All of you can go in because they're your guests. They can be your indentured servants in the eyes of the city.
That's pretty good.
The cabbage merchant says to you, "So I gotta go in and tell the guards what the situation is. Just hang on tight. I'll be right back out." And you guys start waiting for the cabbage guy, and you're admiring the outside of the city. It looks beautiful. Capital of Guang, the biggest kingdom in the continent. Albert starts tearing up because he hasn't seen his hometown in many moons, and he's got some deep, dark history with this place. We'll see.
Yeah, some pretty. Yes. So nostalgic.
Yeah, the nostalgia overcomes Albert, and he brings out his personal item, the last thing that he was able to grab before having to, let's say, leave his rock with a sigil, right?
Yep.
So he's playing with it and admiring it and just filled with nostalgia, and he drops it.
Oh no!
Albert drops the stone that he's held for so long that he was willing to trade in order to get information from the fat cats or something like that. It falls, and it's not an illusion this time. It falls, and it cracks, and it breaks. The sigil is broken right in two. And would anyone who knows how much this rock means to Albert like to comfort him?
I am so sorry. How?
Do you say it in like exactly that tone?
My heart is broken.
We are all very sad. I have another one though, if you need this.
No other rock can replace this precious emblem of mine.
Are you sure this rock is the color gray? It is.
I reach out from my pocket and I grab out the rock that looks basically the same.
Well, that one has Ollie's rock has moss on it, and so it's green. Albert's had a navy blue sigil. It was very defined, and it wasn't attached to the rock. It was inside of the rock, basically. But yeah, they look similar, almost identical otherwise.
No.
I give him the rock. If you want this, then you can have.
Okay, sure, but my best memories on this journey was with this rock. It gave me comfort.
You're trying to tell me that your best memories on this entire trip haven't been with us, but with
Is that rock your girlfriend? What are you talking about?
I'm not sure how I have to feel.
Okay, in the middle of Albert's super dramatic emo phase, there's some rustling in the rock shells that have splintered off onto the ground. And you hear a little blah!
Is that? It's like a baby dragon, or I don't know, it's some creature of or a bird. Is that a bird? It's a phoenix.
No, it's a
It's just another.
this thing spits some snow onto Albert's face.
Ew.
you're still like you really care about the rock that much? You don't care what the rock is for, Albert. This thing its first view was Albert's beautiful face. So it imprints on him uh just like this.
Is it just a snowflake?
Can we eat?
Oh, it's a snow dragon. It's a tiny snow.
Can we make shaved ice?
No, that's my precious.
Not 2 minutes ago did you say?
That's how newborns go, though.
I hope I don't have to change any diapers or need a feed.
Do you want to name it?
Albert's not ready for father.
Do you want to name this thing?
New.
SNOO.
That name sounds oddly familiar.
That's the mascot of Reddit.
Wait, for real?
SNOO, yeah, Snoo.
No, he put EW, so it's different.
It sounds the same.
Alright, you can control Snoo from now on. So this is Albert's first animal companion. It is a pet. It's a newborn snow dragon. Closely related to winter dragons.
Can I give a health and?
I don't think things will get complicated enough for you to have to do that. It's just a pet. It's glowing, a very similar glow that Izai has, except it's not a dangerous one. Anyways, yeah, you guys are at dawn. The cabbage guy will come back. I don't know if you guys want to spend time in the city today. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, the next session. But yeah, that's that. I didn't meet my goal of cutting us off exactly at the 3-hour mark, but oh well, that's how things go. Oh, perfect timing. Marilyn has to go anyways.
Sorry, guys. It's been fun talking with all of you again.
It was great hearing from you, Marilyn. I'm glad to hear that you're.
I literally just saw you on Tuesday.
Well, say.
Yeah, we're glad to hear that.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys want to end now before entering, then yeah.
Yeah, I have to go soon too. I'm meeting some.
Then, did you take notes, Stephen?
Yeah,
Anything noteworthy, or?
I wrote, we kill termites. They taste nice. Not, my cheeks don't feel so good. Ollie put them in smelly red sauce. We woke up. We saw Big Rat. Big Rat hit us. I died. I woke up. I'm not dead. We walked into a big place. Lot of big buildings. Oops, Albert dropped his rocks. Turns out he liked the rock better than we did. Rock turned into small dragon. I bet it would taste good in shape.
Beautiful. Okay, with that, the notes that Awo has been keeping glowed pink, and she finds herself with 600 more gold in her pocket. And finally, that's the end of the session. I will give you guys EXP. All of you have different EXP levels right now, so you're gonna have to calculate it on your own. 13, that's 300 plus 250, 550. Ooh, 550, 670. 670 times 2, that's 1340. 1340, that's how much you get today from fighting a level 20 monster and level 13 topology.
Even if we die?
1340. Ollie defeated the monster for you guys, so yeah.
I did it in the name of love. I asked him so much. Wait, so how much EXP again?
1340.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because you had a very difficult journey. Are any of you above? Well, okay, how much EXP do you each have?
I have 5, 4, 8.
4K and 700.
5, 1. Are we also?
Yes, because you guys split up in Big Cite. Also, 2 were unconscious during the mission trip, so they didn't get any EXP. What are you at, Owo?
Me?
5 for it.
Alright, all of you, plus I assume Garth, level up to level 7. There's no stat boost for this one. Level 7 is probably the lamest level up there is. Remember what we did when you chose like 7 terrains and you added a bonus? Like on your character sheet, you go to the tab where the terrains are listed. I think it's checks, if I'm not mistaken. At the bottom of that tab, it shows you, I think it's stats. And some of the boxes have 2. That's because you boosted those. And whenever you do a journey roll, like a travel check, a direction check, a camping check, on those terrains, you get that number as a bonus. So I will let you guys do that same thing.
How many do?
Once,
Wait, how much do?
choose 5 weather types. It could be the same one that you've done before, and 5. No, okay, 6 weather, 6 terrain. And
Dang it! I had a deep forest one.
no, I think this character sheet is completely automated, so it already factored in
Oh, really?
the bonus whenever you rolled a journey roll.
Wait, do we add a 2?
This time add a 4 because you're pretty high level right now, level 7.
So you can add 4 points to 6 things each.
And one of those 6 things can include something that you've added to before. However, at this moment, you cannot add to the same weather or terrain multiple times, if that makes any sense.
Okay. So, but you can overlap them just once.
Yeah.
How many items? 6?
6 for terrain, 6 for weather.
And add 4?
Add 4, yeah. Stephen, I'm surprised you didn't want to collect more songs.
Oh, I was just very sleepy.
Yeah, having to wake up early. I mean, I would have made the song for you. You didn't have to, it's because there's one song per terrain, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah, I forgot.
okay, well, that's it. That's uh, the session, our first online one. Ollie had to go through some ridiculous stuff this session, being separated from her friends. On the plus side, she has a pendant which can summon the familiar to her childhood role model. Albert has a new dragon. Apple Guy has a new purpose, destroying the one true turnip to rule them all. And that's that. So, yeah. Thanks for joining us, everyone. To the players, to people listening to this podcast, to Jonathan and Andrew briefly, to Carly who lent her voice acting skills. It was she who made up that entire little spiel. She made up the name of the person. She made up the whole situation with the Cloud Dragon. So credits to her. That's it. So I'm gonna end the recording. Our outro song, some anime music playing, reminiscent of this Chinese city that we are standing outside, and that's that. So.
Alright.
Noise.